Okay, 2 minutes. Go.
Did we need to show the picture?
Yes, of course you do. Yes.
Cactus as a native to the America, from Patagonia to the South America. The cactus grow in the desert, and in all deserts it have cactus. The cactus generally live in dry places prone to drought, such as desert. There are there are there are 1,500 to 1,800 species of cactus. Each species, for the most part, fall into one of two
Categories.
this being Aputeus and Cactus. Cacti come in all shapes and size, from round and short through to thin and tall. The smallest
Let's talk about some of their adaptations, Kent. Let's go.
What?
Let's talk about their adaptations.
The cactus adaptation is in the desert. It can get dry in the desert because it have the spore can get the water in it, so it not get nutrient.
Okay. And what about the roots of a cactus? What's so special about them?
The root is the kind of the name of the root of a cactus. It helps the cactus to get the nutrient inside the water. It can produce by get the spore get out to the ground and make fruit.
What about flowers? What about the flowers of a cactus?
The flower of the cactus is grow when the cactus get enough nutrient and it's too hot, so the flower in the cactus will grow. And it grow in the ground, the place that have the most sunlight in the cactus.
Okay, good job. Right. Thank you, Ken. You obviously did lots of work. Good job. Pretty well done. Okay, let's go. Dino, let's go. Okay, Dino, go.
Talk about the Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap, okay.
It lives in highly acidic soil, which is poor in crucial nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The average lifespan in the wild is 50 to 30 years, and the average size is from 4 to 12 inches, and the trap is up to 2 inches.
Cool. Let's talk about their adaptations.
The plants develop flesh-eating leaves, so it can take in nutrients from animals that get into the trap, and it gives acid to break down complex body parts. And on each lobe of the leaf, you will find 6 trigger hairs. These are used to trap and sense to capture insects, and each trigger hair has to be stimulated twice before the Venus flytrap will respond and capture the insect.
Okay, good job. What about let's talk about the roots.
I haven't taught them yet. I haven't.
All right, okay. Oh, sorry.
After a week, fly trap capture an insect, it takes approximately 10 days for it to complete digest the insect and reopen the trap. The trap position of the plant is good for 6 trap, and then it turns brown and withered and fall off.
Okay, cool. That's interesting.
I have I have one fact about the seed.
Okay, go on. Give me one fact about the teeth.
The seed.
The seed. Okay, cool. Tell me about the seed.
All seeds that are used to grow the bean fly crop are different when grown from seeds. No two plants are genetic the same.
All right, cool. That's interesting. Okay, thank you, Dino. And B, where are you?
I,
Good
I
job,
think
Dino. Well done. B, your turn. So B, what plant flower are you going to talk about?
A sunflower.
Sunflower. Okay, tell us about a sunflower.
Sunflower live in dry and large place. Sunflower live warmer weather and climate. They are known for the hardest uh, ability to survive in extreme heat.
Okay, so they need extreme heat. Okay, what else?
The flower turn to where the sun light is.
Sun is brightest. Okay, what are some special adaptations of a sunflower?
It's a flower. It's a flower can take in many sunlight, so
Okay, B. B, look, I think you need to practice this at home, okay? Practice presenting this information, and you can go again later on in the week, okay? So I would take some time, practice the information, okay, and then do it again. Okay, so tomorrow we'll do Jasmine, Hermione, and Emily. Okay, tomorrow you three will talk about your projects. Okay, so thank you to the 5 people who did their homework. Five people. So again, I'm going to send you the same homework again, and I want you to complete it. Yes, Dino.
do I done the homework?
Yes.
What word?
Predict. What does predict mean?
We get something will happen.
Yeah, guess something that's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. So a prediction means to say or estimate what will happen in the future. So if you were to think about reading a book, okay? So when you're reading a book, you think about all the things that you know. You think about the title, the name of the book. You think about things and word clues that have happened in the book as well. You think about characters. You think about who the characters are and what they've been doing. The setting. You think about where it is. You think about the relationships, how people are interacting with one another in the book. You think about the problems that they've had. And you think about the visual clues, things that you've seen or things that you can imagine what's happened. From all of these things, you go, well, okay, hold on. I think I know what's going to happen here. I think I'm going to guess what's going to happen. So you predict what's going to happen in the future. Predictions are they're handy things to do and they're handy things to know. If I was to ask you, okay, well, who do you think is going to win the next World Cup? Or who do you think is going to do the best in their exam? You don't know the answer, right? You just guess. You think, well, hold on, okay, what do I know? Who do I think is the best, or who do I think has got the best players? And from that, you have a guess about what's going to happen. So what I'm going to ask you to start thinking about is how we can start predicting what's going to happen to ecosystems if we change them. For that, let's have a little bit of fun, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this video. In this video, you're going to see a small bit of video. Then I'm going to ask you to guess or predict what you think is going to happen in the rest of the video. Now, these are pretty funny, so this should be a bit of fun, okay?
Next. What happens next?
Okay, so what happens next? Who can tell me what they predict?
Work it, make it, do it, make sense.
Okay, so Emily's prediction about C was correct. The dog gets up.
Stronger. More than hour, never. Ever, after, work it, over.
What happens next?
To me.
Another guy runs to the man and he kicks the guy in the chest.
Okay, all right, cool. Jasmine, what's your prediction?
See the man attempts to punch the bricks but misses.
You think the man attempts to punch the bricks but misses. Does anybody think it's something else? Let's go. Minnie, what do you think? What's your prediction?
I think C.
You think C as well? So the answer is C. The guy completely misses what's happening there. Good job, well done. So you can explain to me what their prediction is. What do you think is going to happen?
The ball hits the side and hits the goalie in the face.
Okay, I think that's correct. Now, the reason I brought this up is not because I want to you guys thinking about funny videos, even though they are pretty funny. What I want you to do is start thinking about what's going to happen if we start changing things in an ecosystem. So if we know that when we're predicting, we use all of the information that we know of. We try to determine what the outcome is going to be. How can we use this when we talk about ecosystems? So let's think about what happens when a change happens in an ecosystem. What do you think happens when a change happens in an ecosystem? Who can give me an answer? What do you think happens when a change in an ecosystem happens?
Environment. The ecosystem will be changed.
Okay. So let's try to think about this, right? So if we start changing something, for example, we change an abiotic factor, it's going to affect everything within it, right? It's going to cause changes. Now, some changes can have negative effects on the biotic factors in eco. Sometimes it can be positive. What I need you to remember is that biotic factors interact with abiotic factors. So if biotic factors change, so will biotic factors. Okay, this is what you need to understand: is that when we make a change to, or when a change happens to something, such as the amount of water, or even like the amount of air or the amount of sunlight, it's going to have a negative effect. So, what do you think would happen in the case of water pollution, as an example? So let's look at this. You have a boat and it's spilling oil into the sea. What do you think will happen? What do you predict will happen to the biotic life when we change the abiotic water? What's going to happen?
I think fish will die.
Fish will die. Okay. So when fish die, what effect does that have on the ecosystem? So if fish die in an ecosystem, what effect will that have on the ecosystem as well?
There will be less food for the animal that eat fish.
Exactly. There'll be less food for the animal that eats the fish. So even though one fish has died, the fish that eats the fish is going to die as well. What's going to happen to the thing that the fish eats? When a fish dies, or if too much fish die, the animal that eats that fish is not going to have any fish to eat, right? So therefore, what's going to happen is that there's going to be less of that animal. But if you think about what the fish eats, well, then there's going to be more of that animal as well. So if you were to think about water pollution, right? Water pollution can cause the death of organisms in the ecosystem. This in turn affects the natural food chain. Now, we said a food chain is one animal that eats another animal, that eats another animal, that eats another animal. If you remove one animal from that food chain, animals below and above that animal change, right? They have to do different things. They can't do the same thing because it's not there anymore. So what you need to think about is how and predict how that can change. We could have more of one animal which is needed, which in turn affects organisms in the ecosystem. So let me ask you this question. Let's think about a desert, okay? So we know that a desert is dry, there's not that much rain. What would happen if it started raining loads in a desert? It will happen. Let me guess what's going to happen. What's going to happen to the desert? Emily.
Then the cactus will need longer roots, and
Cactus. Okay. Why?
and the animals that are in the sand below, they will be wet because there's too much rain, and then the rain goes into the ground.
Yeah, the rain can go into the ground, okay? Let's think about the fennec fox, right? Okay, we said that the fennec fox, it burrows in the sand, okay? So what it does is it builds its burrow underneath the sand. If there's too much water, that burrow is going to fill up with water, right? Meaning the fennec fox is not going to have anywhere to stay. If you think about a cactus, okay? Cactus has these roots that grow really flat. It's not going to need to grow those types of roots anymore because there's going to be water everywhere for it to drink. What do you think the desert's going to look like? Just so you know, the Sahara Desert used to be the biggest lake in the world. Okay, it used to have the most amount of water anywhere on the planet. It all dried up and became a desert. So if you were to think about what will happen to the desert, well, it's going to become lots of rivers and a lake again, right? So what's happened is that if we change an abiotic factor, such as adding more water to a desert, we're going to completely change that ecosystem. If we were to guess what would change, we can say that there might be more animals, there might be less animals, there might be more plants because there's more water. All of these things are going to be changed in some slight and different way, okay? What about what would happen if there was extra sunlight, okay? So there was more and more and more and more and more sunlight. What's going to happen to snow, like snow and ice and tundra ecosystems? What's going to happen there?
I don't know.
The animal that eat plant will no food and it die, and the animal eat meat, don't have food and it die too.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Let's think about places where there's lots of snow and ice, and if the sunlight, if there's more sunlight in those areas, what's going to happen to those areas? How can changing an abiotic factor change an ecosystem? So what we're going to do is we're going to do an experiment at home. So all of you are going to do an experiment at home. Very simple, not very difficult, very, very easy to do. What we're going to do is we're going to grow 3 plants, okay? Now, what we're going to do is study changing abiotic factors for these plants. So we've grown plants before in class. You know what we need to do. What we need is 3 containers. We need cotton buds or tissue. You need seeds. You need water. You're also going to need juice, okay? Orange juice, apple juice, doesn't matter, okay? What we're going to do is, the first plant, what we're going to grow it in sunlight and water it normally. We're going to call this our control plant, okay? So this plant will be grown regularly. We want it to grow as best as we possibly can. The second plant, We're going to grow in sunlight as well, but instead of watering it with water, we're going to water it with juice. Okay? And the third plant, what we're going to do is we're going to add normal water, but we're going to grow it in the dark. Okay, what do you think is going to happen to plant 2 and 3? Lily?
I think it will die. But Mr. Ryan,
Yes?
I don't have juice. What can I do?
Salt water.
Okay, I
Salt
mix
water.
salt with water.
Yeah, salt water will work fine as well. Yes, Monkey.
Can I use milk?
Yes, milk will work fine. Yeah. Kent.
Can I do sugar water?
It's actually going to make the plant grow better if you use sugar water.
Or salt?
Salt water will be fine. Yeah. Emily.
Why don't you make the fourth plant will grow in the dark and water with juice? That will be
Because you
okay.
don't need to do that. You know.
How about lemon?
Yeah, lemon juice is fine as well. Anything that's kind of acidic will work perfectly. Yes, Pizza, you have a question?
No.
Cool. A, you have a question?
If your family doesn't have juice, what will you water with?
Salt water. Salt water is fine.
With milk?
Milk is fine as well. Yes, Dino.
But but acidic juice can destroy the plant.
Because milk is basic. So you have acidic and basic. If you have too much of one side, the plant will die. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to get it set up by the end of the week. And what we'll do is measure it. So here's a very simple explanation. You have 1 plant, 2 plants, and 3 plants. I want you to get this set up as much as you can before the end of the week. And then what I will do is show you how to measure the results. Okay. Yes, Hermione, you have a question?
If I don't have cotton, then can I use paper?
Yeah, tissue paper is fine. Okay, so that's what I need you to do. If you've got any questions, shoot me an email. I'll answer as best I can. Yes, Emily, we have 30 seconds. What's up?
So you mean so we could use paper that we write or paper like the tissue.
Toilet paper. Toilet tissue.
Okay, I understand.
Cool. Right, everyone.